Fish can be so good for you, but some people find it hard to find ways to fit it into their diet. Today's recipe is for you. Welcome to Pop Keto, where we aim to help you live a sustainable keto and low carb lifestyle. Fish can be so good for you. On keto, there's a few fish that particularly are the type of fish that we want to be eating. They are oily fish. So fish like salmon, mackerel, cod, that sort of thing. And today we're looking at a recipe that we use to help us get a bit more fish in our diet. Now the recipe that we're making can totally be made with fresh fish. But today, what we are doing, we are showing you what can be done on a weeknight when it's busy and you just want to get it done. You've just got home from work, there's a family to feed, you just need it to be easy, tasty, and good for you. So today we are actually going to be using some frozen fish, and you're going to see just how easy it is. Now what we call this a fish pie. It's similar in how you would call it a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie. It doesn't have a pie case as such. A normal fish pie would have a mashed potato crust on the top of it, but today we're replacing that with our old friend cauliflower mash. But let's get into it. First of all, we're going to preheat our oven to 230 degrees C. That's gas mark 8 for us here. And we're going to get our cauliflower going for the crust. So this is just a full cauliflower that we've broken up into smaller flowerets, chucking them in a steamer. And we're going to let them steam for about 10-15 minutes, just till they're tender enough so that you can stick a fork in it. But we're going to be a bit sneaky. We are going to put some eggs into our fish pie. Not necessarily a traditional ingredient in a fish pie. So we're going to be a little bit cheeky and pop these in the hot water under here. And we're going to let them boil, and we're going to let them boil for 8 minutes. Just going to pop them on the burner behind me. All right, with that going, let's get started on our filling. To this pan, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. All right, and to the oil, we add our onions. So we're using 1 chopped onion, and we're just gonna let them soften a little in the pan. Gonna check on my cauliflower real quick. In the meantime, we're gonna get our eggs out, and I'll pop them in some cold water straight away. Getting close, but a little bit longer. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of double cream. And we want to bring this just to the boil. Just going to check my cauliflower again, and that's done. So I've turned the heat off there. We're just waiting for this to warm up here. All right, we are also going to add 1 clove of garlic, which has just been chopped pretty roughly. And 1.5 tablespoons of seeded mustard. That goes straight in as well. And we'll give that a good mix. You can see that's come to the boil there. Here we have 150 grams of grated cheddar cheese. Now we're going to put some of this on the top, about 1/3 to 1/2. So I'm going to put about 1/2 to 2/3 of this in here and reserving the rest for the crust. And we stir that through. That is smelling good already. Last thing we're going to add into the sauce is the juice of a lemon. And again, give that a good old stir. Ooh, so already I can smell the cheese and the lemon, mustard, and it's all, oh, you can just tell where it's going. Now, if you did have some herbs, now would be a time you could drop some of them in as well. Some dill would be really, really nice. All right, we're gonna leave that and we're gonna finish off our cauliflower for the top. And this is really easy. So we put our cauliflower in. To that I add 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add a big pinch of salt in there. And then we just hit it with a stick mixer. And that's done. All right, so we can start building the pie. So I have my glass baking dish that I'm going to put in the oven. First thing I'm going to put in is my 400 gram bag of mixed frozen fish. This mix has got some cod, salmon, and haddock, and one of them's smoked, so it actually makes it really nice. You know what I'm going to add next? I'm going to add a good amount of spinach. I'm going to put that in the cheese sauce and let that wilt just for a moment. Just going to stir it through. Next is my eggs, can't forget them. Just going to peel them and cut them into quarters. And pop them in with the fish. With the spinach wilted, now I'm going to put the cheese sauce in. And it really does smell amazing. And we'll stir that through with the fish as well. Once you've got it stirred through, just pack it down a little. Then our cauliflower top goes on. And this can be as rustic as you like. So you can see how that's looking, it's pretty rustic. Next we put on the cheese that we held aside before. Last thing before we put it in the oven is some fresh cracked black pepper. We like a fair bit. And then we just pop that in the oven. Now I'm expecting it to be in there for about 25 to 30 minutes till the cheese gets all bubbly and yummy and crackly on the top, and we'll be back to show you the end result. All right, so it's been about 25 minutes. We've got a really nice crust on it. Let me show you. Ooh, look at that. That looks good. Don't know if you can hear it. That is a lovely crust. All right, so we're gonna let that cool and then we'll taste. Okay, that's cooled, let's have a bit. Woohoo, look at that. All right, let's tuck in. All right, so you get a bit of the fish, you get some of the cheese on the top. Nice little bit of lemon in there. That is pretty good. That crust is really good. So I hope you'll give that a try. Like I said, you can do this with fresh fish as well, but just during the week, sometimes it's easier to just pull something out of the freezer and whack it in the oven. I know there's a few other steps, but if taking out having to do with fresh fish helps you eat more fish, then it might be worth it for you. So we hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got this far, why not check out some of the other videos that we've put on the channel. As always, click subscribe if you've liked it. If you cook any of our recipes, please tag us on the socials, details below. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.